A look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. In stores. He has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They're going to look to throw. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a give. It's Peyton. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. He'll buy some time right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Touchdown, Bears! A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. This defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll set up to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Jacob Harris,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. they go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the give, here comes Peyton. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second and 13. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a give. Here's Peyton running left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll look to throw here.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. They set up the screen to Peyton. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Peyton. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bears will extend their lead. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will cut the lead down to 15. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now back to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And this is now a one-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He'll drop to throw. He'll drop this one off to Sayers.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Peyton. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On 3rd down, here's Peyton. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll drop this off to Peyton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And trying to find Sharp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
A shotgun snap, Fields finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll drop the throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And now the rookie's free. The 40. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's third and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go up top again. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking for Pryor, long. Touchdown! Yeah, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
McCann now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll run on first down. Peyton, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Finding Harris over the middle. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at about the 31. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2nd down and inches. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it?
Touchdown Bears! Jacob Harris with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. That's complete to Sharp. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And again, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run now with Peyton. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did. They stop him. Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him throw that challenge flag.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the challenge does not sway the official's decision. The spot of the football going to remain right where it is.
Let's go. Crunch time, defense.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Watch the run. They're running it.
50, 30. 58 to Mike.
Get the ball.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Rodgers going to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. McCann for the point after. And that'll make this a 6-point game. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, Peyton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Fields on third down. He'll drop this off to Peyton. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. They get it to Sayers on the screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Second and long. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. Back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out. He's got a man, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Patterson. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And bulldozing his way through. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Rodgers throwing here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What are they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and